afternoon and welcome to another episode of Spotlight. I am Matthew Piranté-Perez. Today we will get to know more about a local Filipino entrepreneur of fresh produce, such as fruits and veggies. Welcome to Spotlight, Hazel Silvestre. It's truly a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you so much, Sir
Yes,
Matthew.
thank you so much for coming. So, Hazel, you're a local entrepreneur who sells local fresh produce, such as fruits and vegetables. Can you tell us first about yourself?
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Hazel Silvestre. By profession, I'm actually a registered nurse, and
Oh,
I'm already 30 years old. And so I'm new to the entrepreneurial industry. So I actually am co-founder of 3AC Fresh. So we supply hydroponic lettuces. We are starting on residential, and sooner or later we're planning to sell as well to the hotels. But basically, before I journeyed on my entrepreneur time, uh, I was bedridden since 2018 because I have lupus.
oh.
Okay, so it doesn't look like I have lupus, right?
It doesn't look like you have it at all. So, before we get to that, because there's a lot to talk about, you're a very interesting person. Can you give our viewers a background on how you started as an entrepreneur?
Way back in college, I'm already selling bags to supply my other needs. So I guess that's the time where I started my entrepreneurial journey. And then after quite some time, I journeyed into like selling vitamins, selling whatever uh, available on the market, because I always believe that yung kung ano yung demand ng mga tao, I can supply anything under the sun. And then after that, I tried selling phones. Now we are into trading of anything under the sun. But before that, I'm also as well, I played the bass in the music industry.
Wow, you're a bassist.
Yes.
I have three guitars, two
Nice.
electrics, one acoustic. I started playing in 2005, but it's been a long time since I did so.
Yeah.
But now, you've always displayed entrepreneurial spirit, even when you were younger. What inspired you to do that, to be an entrepreneur, to sell multiple items from vitamins to bags to mobile phones? What was the driving force behind that?
Kasi my mom is a single mother. So, I'm this kind of anak na I'm always nahihiya sa mama ko na humingi ng extra money for this. Especially my course back in college is nursing. It's very expensive. So, I was trying to find the way paano ko makakuha ng pera to sustain my other needs na hindi ko kailangan humingi sa kanya. So, nandun ako dun sa point na, let's say I was in Bataan for mental health duty, like for mental health duty. I met somebody there who sells bag and supplies bag. So I told him if I can supply, so whatever comes to me, it's like flowing like water. Kung ano yung mabigay sa akin ng nasa taas, I studied it and I adjust, because sabi ko nga ganyan, if you will ask me to sell like even whatever things, I can sell that. Kasi I'm this type of person na I'm willing to learn, I'm willing to adjust. Basta't kikita ka ng pera in a decent way, I'm willing to do that.
Your mother must be very proud. Okay, so how long have you been in the business, particularly for 3AC Fresh?
For TAC Fresh, more or less, it's 3 to 5 months.
3 to 5 months. And how is business so far?
It's been good. I'm enjoying it actually. As an entrepreneur, our main goal is not yet on. I mean, if you're starting as an entrepreneur, you should not focus yourself on the money, because pag bago ka sa business, it's a risk. Eh.
Yes,
So
it is.
what you expect is you have to expect a few months or even few years that it's gonna be your learning season.
Learning season.
Oo. So ako, I'm
I like
learning and
that.
I'm adjusting. Especially, it's not even my profession. It's out of my profession. Like, itong hydroponics, now I know how to do it. But
Yes.
sabi ko nga ganyan, ito yung binigay ng nasa taas. I should be grateful kasi other people doesn't have this. Other people can't do it. Then God gave me this one. So I should be grateful and study. And my life verse kasi, Sir Matthew, is 2 Corinthians 9:8. And God will able to bless you abundantly so that in every work you will abound. So I always think na kung ito yung binigay ni God sa akin na opportunity, He's actually gonna help me to be successful on that, so I can provide more jobs to other people.
Oh, that is wonderful. And I want to know. So you sell lettuce for now, right? Is it predominantly just different species or variants of lettuces? Leti? No, it's lettuces. I'm just kidding.
Lettuces.
Yes, not leti. I'm just kidding. So various variants of lettuce. For now, that's it. Is there anything else that you're
At,
selling?
at the moment, Sir Matthew, we are only selling lettuces as hydroponics. But sooner or later, we will be venturing into supplying vegetable naman and fruits.
Okay.
Kasi that's something I'm very fond of. Like, really love fruits and vegetables.
Speaking of vegetables, two of my favorite vegetables, particularly leafy greens, would be lettuces and kale. I
Kale.
am a big fan of kale. A lot of people don't like it because there's like a bitter aftertaste to it.
And
But
it's a little bit dry.
yes, but when I make salads with it, it doesn't wilt. Unlike other leafy green vegetables, you know, kale is able to hold its own, which is why I'm hoping that you will have that because I would probably be one of your regulars, definitely. So, various kinds of lettuces. So you have butterhead, you have lolo rosa, and all the other stuff,
Monday and
romaine.
romaine.
Yes, lolo rosa is also good. It's the darker one, diba? It's
We
like
don't have that at the moment.
not at the moment.
Yes.
But yeah, I saw the lettuce earlier. Wow. And Hazel has a way to extend the vegetables' shelf life because they are in a, what do you call that? It's not a container.
It's a pot.
It's a pot. Yes,
It's a,
they're in a plastic pot, and the roots are still intact. So all you have to do is water them, and the shelf life expands to about a week,
more than a week.
more than a week.
Yes.
Because when I buy my vegetables, I don't buy in bulk, obviously, because it will wilt, no? So when I buy them, I make sure that I will either eat them the
Straight
same
away.
night, straight away, yes, straight away, or the next day. I'm not somebody who buys vegetables and I don't know, wait 2, 3 days because it won't be as fresh.
It won't be as crunchy.
It won't be as crunchy. There you go. But with yours, it can last for over a week.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sold. I'm going to be a regular. Being in this business, it's very unpredictable. We have long working hours, so sometimes when I buy something, particularly vegetables,
Yeah.
they're no longer as good. So
Yes.
it becomes a waste. But with you, I guess even if I have you know multiple events or multiple tapings, it's gonna be
Especially
fine
for busy
because
people.
yes, for busy people, guys. This is for me. That's what got me sold. So local produce, it's for now just lettuce, right? And you
Yes.
plan to expand in the future.
Yes.
Without giving away any trade secrets, where do you source your local produce?
We actually have our local produce. Okay, we have one in Cavite and we have one in Batangas, in Tanawan.
In Tanawan.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go back to the screen and see the kind of vegetables that Hazel is offering. Here we've got the Concord lettuce, the Lalique lettuce. Is that the Dabi lettuce?
Dabi, yes.
The tourbillon, the Monday, butterhead, romaine, locarno, and orbital. I see them quite a lot, but I don't know what they're called. I mean, I'm familiar with the usual suspects,
romaine.
Romaine, butterhead, the one that's used in Samji.
Samji, the tourbillon, and the dabi.
Tourbillon, and the dabi,
Dabi.
yes. But, the Monday, I tend to see that more on fine dining.
Yeah.
And where do we use orbital lettuce?
Orbital lettuce, we use it as well on fine dining
On fine dining.
because they are very rare to find, like on the store. It's very hard to find them.
I take it they're more expensive than
With
the
us,
other...
they are the same price with everything. You get the same price.
Oh,
with
would
it.
you look at that? It's the same price. So yeah, lettuce fans, lettuce aficionados, if you want to try different variants, Hazel's got you covered.
Yeah.
This might sound cliche, but as a businesswoman, why did you, what's the word that I'm looking for? As a businesswoman, why did you start your business in the first place? Who or what motivated you?
Actually, the number one who motivates me to be a businesswoman is my family. Since within my family, no one is doing business.
Just you.
Yeah.
I see.
My grandfather used to do business way back, but he died even before teaching me business. If you could remember the big five nata de coco, the one on the
Big
piso pack
five.
when we were on grade school.
I think I do. I have a vague memory of that. I think
Yeah,
I
it's the
do.
nata de coco in pack.
I love nata de coco. I
Yeah,
kind of
it's
remember that.
called Big Five. That was my grandfather's business. But then he
Oh,
died
that was his
before.
brainchild.
Yeah,
Wow.
we had a factory in Pampanga.
In Pampanga.
So he died even before I learned about business. He died, I guess, when I was 6 or 5.
I see.
So after that, everything stopped. He wasn't able to pass the recipe, everything that he knew.
The recipe, the trade secrets,
Yeah,
how it's
yes.
done. So you had to start from scratch.
Yes, nobody back then does business on my family
All
after
right.
my grandfather died.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, hold that thought. That's just the beginning of our discussion with Hazel Silvestre. We'd like to know more about your business and how it has evolved through the months when Spotlight returns.
Josel Dariaga po.
At may taba sa David,
Dahil sa dagdag singil ng generation companies, 8 centavos ang increase ngayong November at 9 pesos and 95 centavos per kilowatt hour ang overall electricity rate.
pero magmahal man ang bilihin, lahat ay kakayanin para sa mga mahal natin.
Anak ko ang liwanag ng buhay ko. And I will do everything to protect her. Gusto ko handa siya. Dahil alam kong bright ang future niya.
Ano naman? Hindi mo na kailangan gawin lahat to.
But it makes me happy, anak.
Welcome ka dito sa SM. Come as you are. Mahilig ka man sa pabago-bago o sa paikot-ikot. Yung nag-a-adulting or parenting. Ikaw na kulot, white-haired, purple-haired, kayong magkaibigan na nagkaibigan. Buong barkada. Yung gusto mo, chill lang. Or gawin yung feel mo lang. We know you're changing. So we're changing with you. Come on in. We're all in. At SM, you're always welcome here.
Welcome back to Spotlight. Still with us is Hazel Silvestre. Hi. So I would like to know more about your business. You mentioned earlier that you've been in the what my mother would call buy and sell industry for quite a long time, despite being a registered nurse. Now, for 3AC Fresh, I would like you to tell me how it started and why this became your choice of business as of now, or probably the long run.
Actually, 3AC Fresh, before it was named 3AC Trading. So, 3AC Trading before started in 2012, already been supplying groceries to the hotels around Manila and Metro Manila. Now, I am actually helping revive the brand with 3AC Fresh. And for sure, I'll be with this company or business for a long time since, as they say, if you're doing what you love or your passion, you won't think that you're working every day. It's like I'm enjoying trading vegetables, and I'll be for sure enjoying trading fruits. So for sure, it's gonna be my long-term business.
You know that saying that you don't feel like working when you're enjoying what you're doing. I didn't understand it then, but I understood it now became a when I became a reporter, a journalist. It is something that I truly enjoy doing, and there is pressure, but it doesn't feel like work because it's really something I'm passionate about. I'm guessing this is something you are
Yes.
passionate about. Okay, so now that Christmas is coming, we'd like to know, do you have any seasonal products, promotions, or packages, maybe Christmas offerings this season?
So at the moment we have packages for lettuces. So if you buy bulk, we're gonna give you a huge discount. And some of our clients in Ayala Alabang, they are actually giving this lettuce pots or lettuces in pots as their souvenir for their events, because one of the feedback from our clients is like the clients are actually enjoying this lettuces because they don't need to eat it straight away. So they can have
Yes.
it for more than a week. And the best thing about that, they love the feeling of harvesting their own lettuce.
Mm.
Yeah, some other people actually put these lettuces as their centerpieces.
Is there a way, excuse me, is there a way for the lettuce to keep growing? Like, for example, you buy it and then you just, like the plantitos and plantitas,
Yes.
instead of harvesting it right away, is there a way to let it grow? No.
Actually, that's a very common question that we normally get. Some people
Yes.
ask, if we already harvested all of the leaves, will it grow again? That's the question that they always ask. The
And
answer is no. It's only for one time. So if you were able to harvest all of the leaves,
yes,
it's not gonna regrow again.
that's it. So you
Yes.
would have to get again.
Get another one.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, I I'm not a plantito. I bought myself a pot of herbs, rosemary, thyme, basil. They all died.
You know, we're actually the same. I'm A lot of people thought that I'm one of the green thumb. But if
Yes.
I will tell you everything that I uh that I touched before on our
Mm.
garden, they die. And I'm not sure why God put me on lettuces now. And I only stick to my belief that if God put me here, there's a purpose. But
Yes.
now I guess I'm trying to learn how to, how to touch them with care, because
Yes.
before everything I touch, they don't grow actually. So if my friends would give me like this pandemic, it's very common with the plantita and plantito. They will give you a plant for a gift.
Yes.
Everything died.
Everything died. Yeah, I tell you. I mean, it's hard to find rosemary. Oh, another personal favorite of mine, coriander. A lot of people don't like it. In other countries, it's commonly known as cilantro, but it's something
Cilantro.
that I like because I cook a lot of Thai
For
food,
Mexican.
Mexican, Thai, Malaysian. I don't exactly have a specific repertoire, but when I'm flipping through a cookbook and I'm like, this looks interesting, so I will make it. It's just since I love Thai food, and one of Thai food's biggest components would always be cilantro. I bought one. It
It
died.
died.
It died.
Oh.
And it's hard to find in supermarkets, mind you.
Yeah.
And sometimes, oh, this is going to be my next question. Now that I've mentioned cilantro, how do you cope with the pricing? Because as you know, vegetables, the prices, they're kind of like the stock market. They fluctuate.
Yeah, and
There are
nowadays,
times when I go to the supermarket, a bunch of cilantro, sometimes it's 30 pesos, sometimes it's 40 pesos.
very
There was a
expensive.
time it was 120 pesos and it was just like this thick, right here. See? This thick. And it was 120 pesos. So with 3AC Fresh, do you have like a fixed price? Does the price fluctuate? Or if it does fluctuate and you want to keep it as um, affordable as possible, how do you cope with that? What's the secret there,
The
if
good
there is any?
The good thing, Sir Matthew, about having our own greenhouse in Tanawan, we have control over the production of the plants and and the price actually. So with the price increase nowadays with the vegetables, we actually just explain it to the clients that, oh, because of the supply has increased, the price is like this, but we focus on the quality. So we are more of the quality over the price, and the clients and customer understand that even though the price is a little bit high, but you get the most quality products that
They
you have.
understand.
And one thing about 3AC Fresh, we're like, we prefer having yung business na mabilisan kahit konti yung tubo.
Yeah, they call it tubong lugaw, I
Oo,
believe.
yeah,
Yun,
like
yeah.
I would rather have my lettuce na mabili ng bulk by a person with a big discount rather than masira sila and I would have a loss on that.
That's true, that's true. It's just, yeah, the reason I asked is, di ba, the prices fluctuate eh. And sometimes, uh, ako personally, when I go to the supermarket and I see the prices of vegetables, nasa ng hustisya, hindi na
Parang it's
makatarungan
cheaper
to.
to eat chicken na lang.
Oh, yeah, I posted about that on social media. There's, of course, everybody knows that the price of white onions has increased significantly. I was going to make, I can't remember the dish that I was going to make, but it involved onions. And I saw one yellow onion the size of a child's fist, meaning smaller than my fist, the size of a child's fist. It was 115 pesos. And when I wrote about it on social media, I said, kalahating kilong manok na to. Dadagdagan ko na lang yung manok ko.
Huwag ka na magsibuyas.
Huwag ka ng sibuyas. Although, syempre sibuyas, onions in general, ano yan eh, staple yan ng any Filipino home. Actually, hindi lang Filipino home, staple yan ng any home worldwide. So, yun nga. So, sa atin, sa lettuce, you're not at the mercy of any middleman naman because you have your own greenhouse, di ba?
Opo.
But of course, the suppliers, minsan mababa, minsan mataas. Would you say the prices, does it affect you significantly? Even if, say, for example, you give big discounts, yung presyo ba niya is pag tumaas, mataas talaga? Or hindi naman?
Hindi naman, kasi we have control over yung price ng seeds. And we buy by bulk, and the seeds are actually coated, and they are seeds from Netherlands.
Oh.
So we have control over the amount and the price. So pag tumaas man yung lettuce namin, it's because of maybe a little bit, hindi naman siya masyadong mabigat sa bulsa.
Makatarungan pa rin.
Makatarungan. So
Okay.
like 5 pesos, 10 pesos, hindi naman yung 100 pesos yung increase niya. So hindi siya masyadong nararamdaman ng mga customer namin.
Oh,
And
that's good.
they would rather still buy lettuces on pots rather than mahal na nga yung lettuce na nabibili nila. But tapos kailangan pa nilang kainin straight away.
Yes, that's true. But on the subject of lettuces again, who helps you manage the business? Like how do you handle customer requests and what current challenges do you face managing the business?
Actually, my boyfriend is my partner on this business. He's with me right now. His name is Miko. He's a businessman. And then the challenges that we are experiencing on the business is, of course, where to sell the lettuces.
Of course.
Yes. And then, especially this past few months, it's maulan.
Yes, it is.
Because hydroponic lettuces, they need morning sun.
Morning sun.
Morning sun. So, nung mga time na maulan, wala kaming morning sun. So, yung mga lettuce namin, medyo hindi siya malalabong. And ako pa man din, I'm very, very meticulous with our lettuce. Pag hindi siya pumasa sa quality, check ko. Because it will represent me and my brand eh.
Of course.
And hindi ko siya pwedeng ibenta. So, we ended up eating a lot of lettuce at home. So, we
Okay.
put lettuce na sa sinigang, sa nilaga, and everything. Because we want to make sure that we give the best lettuces sa aming mga clients.
Well, that's very good that, excuse me, I believe it's very good that you really have stringent quality measures, di ba? Although parang naisip ko, if I were to eat lettuce hindi ka nauumay.
Hindi naman. Kasi parang, since I have lupus nga, I'm more of thinking na I have to eat more greens.
Okay.
But if I buy on the market, it's very expensive.
Yes, it is. Yes,
And
it is.
iniisip ko na lang, like lagi nilang sinasabi, whatever situation that you are into, just always look on the positive side. Iniisip ko na lang, no, it's gonna make me healthy. I'm still blessed kasi napakamahal nito sa market. Now I can eat like a chunk or kahit gaano kadaming gusto ko.
Yeah, you know what they say, behind every cloud there's always a silver lining.
Yes.
I think Catriona Gray eventually made that famous, the
I
silver
like
lining
her.
thing. You like her? Yeah, I met her like a week ago. I saw her at an event that I attended. She is beautiful. Oh, you mentioned your boyfriend is here. Would you like to have a shout out? Say something? Like to give a shout out?
So, hello sa aking boyfriend na very supportive. He actually helped me with everything. And he's molding me to be a better entrepreneur. Hello, Miko Kopo. Love you. Opa.
All right, so let's take a short break. This is Spotlight.
Nasa kamay mo ang swerte, ngunit hindi ito isang laro na para lang sa iyo. Dahil bukod sa pag-asang maging milyonaryo, ang pagtangkilik mo sa loto at ipapang produkto ng PCSO ay nakakalikom ng pondo para sa mga programang pangkalusugan, tulong at serbisyong medikal at kawang-gawa.
Kasal, lahat ng minimithi makakamtan sa PCSO.
Fiber is the free and secure way to connect with friends and family anywhere. Send messages and make phone and video calls for free. Download Viber now.
Welcome back again to Spotlight. We are still here with Hazel Silvestre. All right, so what are your current fresh local produce offerings? Of course, there's lettuce, right? Do you intend to expand, like, say, for example, fruits or other vegetables, onions?
Onions. We will put that on the list. Ayan. So, we have a plan to supply fruits and vegetables, especially to the hotels. Probably we will start early next year.
Early next year.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. So, how can viewers reach you? Can they order from you? Do you have an online site or a contact number that you can share with us, maybe?
Yes, we have a web.
Social media
We
as
have
well?
a Facebook. All they
Okay.
need to do is search 3AC Fresh, and they can contact us on my number. It's gonna be posted on the flyer if I'm not mistaken.
Right. Okay, and also social media, Facebook, Instagram, you have that?
Yes. So you can contact me directly if you want bulks and if you want to use our lettuces for your souvenirs. Just look for Hey Happy Hazel on all social media accounts.
On all social media accounts, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, those.
Yes.
All right. So now, I would like to ask, excuse me, since you have mentioned also that you're a registered nurse, you mentioned that you are you have lupus. You are a lupus champion.
Yes.
I don't want to call it lupus survivor or afflicted with lupus or lupus warrior, but you are living with lupus, and
Yes.
this is not a condition that goes away.
Yes.
It's a condition that can only be managed. I would like to know, as a registered nurse, given that you have medical background, does it help you manage lupus?
Yes. Basically, it helps a lot for me to manage my lupus, and since I know what are the symptoms, I know what are the side effects of the medicine that I'm taking. And I'm actually this type of person that when I started to have lupus, I studied it by myself.
Okay.
How would I be able to cope up with it, with the Western medicine and with natural medicine? I even enrolled to Harvard online classes for medicine.
Right.
I was trying to figure out how would I be able to help myself cure, not really cure, like be able to walk again because I was bedridden in 2018.
Yes.
I could not even hold my phone. I could not even open a mineral bottle. They are lifting me to the comfort room for me to have my
To do your business.
yes.
Mm.
And I was like, my life should not end on this way. So I fought for my life. I studied what do I need, what exercise do I need to do. I even started being a vegetarian back then
Okay.
because I told myself if I'm not gonna help myself, who else will?
But you look amazingly well. I'm guessing there hasn't been an episode in recent years. So good on you. And you also mentioned that you're a bassist.
Yes.
I mentioned earlier that I have 3 guitars
Yes.
that I haven't played in a long time. Where do you play?
Oh, I used to play in Mix MTV and we were featured in Pulp Magazine. So we used to have an album. It's a
Oh.
Christian band. It's called The Pinups. Shout out to all of my bandmates.
Shout out.
Yeah, so it was a very long journey back then, and this journey actually I do not know anybody from the music industry because I used to live in Pampanga back then, and then I told myself I have to get my way to the music industry.
Okay.
But the question is how. So I look for key people who would be able to help me reach the mainstream.
Right.
Then I met the manager of Itchy Worms.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm friends with members of the Itchy Worms.
Nice.
That's where they referred me to the band members, which is Mondo Castro.
All right. I just forgot to ask this question earlier, and I hope you would forgive me that I forgot to ask this question. How old were you when you were diagnosed with lupus? And how long have you been living with it?
I was 27.
Oh, only 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Did you know what it was early on when the signs, the symptoms? Did you know immediately? As a nurse, did you have suspicions? Or was it something that you had to consult of course, you had to consult a doctor, but before you did you have any suspicions that it is what it is?
I actually have no idea that it was lupus.
Okay.
Because when it started, I was just doing my boxing. And then I felt pain on my joints, hands. And I thought it was arthritis.
Okay.
So I went to an orthopedic doctor trying to find out what it was.
Okay.
And then the doctor said that I'm pretty much normal. And then they have requested me to have a rheumatoid factor test. That's
Okay.
where you would know if you have rheumatoid arthritis or lupus.
Okay.
And then it turned out to be positive. And then my mom cried, I cried because a lot of news and, friends who have told me, yung mga kaibigan namin may lupus, ganito, ganyan. And I was like, super overwhelmed with all of this. And I was like, I'm super young. Bakit ganito? Bakit ganyan? And then after quite some time, I've come to realize na God was teaching me a lesson. Kasi I was very abusado on my body way back.
So guys, don't be abusado with your bodies. Don't be like us. Because I am very abusado with my body.
Di ako natutulog
tell me
masyado. Kain ako ng kain ng matamis. Yung feeling na I'm immortal, hindi ako magkakasakit. But then, di ba, sabi nga
Teka,
nung...
konting busina, tinatamaan. Konting naman, tinatamaan ako.
I'm very sorry. Sabi nga, di ba, nung mga matatanda, pag tumatanda ka na, dun mo ha-harvestin yung mga...
Sisingilin ka pag
sisingilin.
tanda mo.
Tama. So, siningil ako na mas maaga.
Yung sa akin, grabe yung singil eh. Grabe interest eh.
And I guess one of the reason I was thinking why I got that lupus because it had me restart my attitude and my perception in life. Kasi before, matigas yung ulo ko, pasaway ako. When I had my lupus, everything changes. Naging malumanay ako, hindi na ako masungit. Parang lahat nagbago na I was given a second chance. So I should not alam mo yun, hindi ko dapat sirain itong second chance na binigay sa akin.
So I guess, swerte si boyfriend, malumanay, hindi toyoin, ganun ba?
Ayun. So,
Wow.
sabi ko nga ganyan. I even prayed to God when I had lupus and I said, give me the second chance and I will use my life to be an instrument to other people para to inspire them from my story.
Oh, that's nice.
Kasi if I was able to do it with all of these challenges, na naging bedridden, nagkasakit na, and everything, I even don't have pampuhunan before on the businesses eh. Parang ang daming circumstances and challenges na akong nadaanan for me to have these businesses right now. If I was able to do it, I'm sure you will be able to do it. Lalong-lalo na if ikaw wala ka naman lupus, wala ka naman sakit, you are very healthy, and you have all of the resources to start a business. Kasi some other people, Sir Matthew, iniisip nila na for you to start a business, kailangan marami kang pera.
No, not necessarily.
Diba?
It doesn't work
Kailangan
that way.
marunong kang mag-advertise, marunong kang mag-ganito. No.
Minsan word of mouth is
Oo,
enough, especially if you have
tama.
quality products. Eh.
Minsan natatakot yung iba na, ay wala akong pampuhunan. Minsan pwede ka naman magnegosyo kahit wala kang pampuhunan. Sabihin mo doon, picture mo yung mga phone. Mami, bibenta ko to ha. Hindi i-post mo, pag nakabenta ka, then you go to the person, sabihin, ito, nabenta na.
So mga katribu, starting a business, it's not all about money. Sometimes you just really have to be very madiskarte.
Yes, that's the word, diskarte.
Diskarte.
Yung labanan ngayon sa buhay natin, nasa diskarte na.
I love that. Yung labanan sa buhay natin ngayon ay diskarte. So, what's next for Hazel Silvestre this 2023?
So this 2023, expect more supplies of vegetables and fruits, and expect kung ano man yung kailangan nyo, we would supply that. Anything under the sun, we will be able to supply that. Hahanapin namin para sa inyo.
All right. So, please invite our viewers to support your business. That would be great.
Ayan. So, sa lahat po ng nanonood ngayon, salamat po sa inyong time. So, if you want to order your lettuces on pots, your hydroponic lettuces, feel free to contact us at 3AC Fresh sa Facebook or on social media. You can look for my account. It's Hey Happy Hazel on all social media accounts.
All right. Thank you once again, Hazel. I hope you enjoyed the talk as much as I did.
Thank you so much, Sir
And of
Matthew.
course, to our viewers, this has been Matthew Piranté-Perez, and this is Spotlight. Please tune in every Thursday at 2 p.m. on Daily Tribune's official Facebook page and on Tribune Now on YouTube. Once again, this is Matthew Piranté-Perez, and this has been Spotlight.
We would like to thank the following: Araneta, Pag-ibig, SM Supermall, Veteran, Divina Law Offices, ICTSI, Xlog, Globe, Kia, PLDT, Cherry, Tanawan, Prime Homes, RLC, Pure Gold, Meralco, and SM Retail.